and welcome to Stock Takes with Katana. This podcast series is all about growth strategies, tips, and expert advice for businesses dealing with physical inventory. Today, we have a very special guest, Rainar. Rainar is a product manager at Katana, working with research and development and technologies like AI. Comes from a background of manufacturing and retail long before his role at Katana. But I'll let you go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, thank you. Happy to be here. So a little bit about me. I've been working in manufacturing, business development, and technology for almost 15 years. In the past 10 years, I've been an ERP consultant, helping companies kind of implement ERPs, but also taking them to a next level, trying to extend the capabilities. And this means applying different AIs, trying to implement and integrate different technologies to ERP. And most recently, I've been now in Katana for a while, and now I'm working in the research and development team here, which is focusing on bringing those new technologies to our customers. So one of them being the AI, current most hyped about the LLMs. So it's really interesting field to be in right now.
So you mentioned AI. Do you still see AI as a buzzword, or what are your thoughts around the practical use cases today?
Yeah, I think the AI itself is not a buzzword anymore. It's been widely used and widely applied. So I think we need to break it down as well, what AI, kind of the different parts of it are. So we have the last decade or more than 15 years, the Industry 4.0. This was about big data, machine learning, and trying to put those together, build an AI solutions on them. And we have pretty good practical examples from there as well. But now, when we break this apart, the new things are the LLMs, which are the large language models. So they've been trained on a lot of different data that is available on the internet. This is ranging from terabytes to gigabytes that it's been filtered onto. And what it's really good at is understanding context. Previously, the AI models, they had to be trained on a specific context that it will perform a certain tasks. The LLMs, they understand what is the context and trying to predict, okay, what is the best result to do a certain thing then.
Mm-hmm. And when we think about the manufacturing sector in particular, how have you seen that type of technology, so AI, LLMs, implemented successfully?
Yeah, as I mentioned, a lot of examples already from the Industry 4.0, and it's moving to Industry 5.0. But the examples are from larger companies, like let's say Siemens. They're doing a lot of predictive maintenance. This means that there's different sensors on the tools that they use in manufacturing. And based on those sensors, they understand if a tool needs to be changed, if anything needs to be done. Then we have BMW, for example, doing image recognition on all the components that go through and understand if anything is off. Myself, I've been a part of a few projects as well, one of them being a local retail chain that trying to predict the demand and taking into account weather, different kind of parameters of a product to understand, okay, how much should they be planning to sell in a certain time period.
You mentioned quite a few examples for bigger manufacturing companies, but in the context of LLMs that are so accessible for the small businesses right now, are there some areas of manufacturing that they could benefit more from using AI in than others?
Yeah, and I don't think they're areas, they're more the tasks that are being done every day. So LLMs are good at context. They understand what is happening. This means that if I do order entry, it would understand this is the information that I'm taking as an input for my order, and this is the output that it should be looking at. And this is something we're working on in Katana as well, trying to optimize or make it more efficient or how orders are being entered. You get a call from your customer or you get an email. There's a lot of unstructured information in that. So LLM understands this is an email. I need to understand who is the customer and how an order looks like in Katana, for example. And that's what it can do. Maybe another example is summarizing a large information that is in the software. This could be everything that you have in an inventory management solution. You can ask a question, and it would try to retrieve in the best capability it can what is my inventory level, how much do I need to purchase one thing or another thing. So these are the things that are being done every day, really simple tasks that you can ask yourself and think about, okay, can I automate this in somehow?
Mm-hmm. So what are some of the benefits of AI on a day-to-day basis? So in very practical terms.
Yeah, so I think we can take a certain role as an example here. As a purchaser, there's some certain things that you need to interpret yourselves and understand who's the best supplier, how to contact them, what kind of things do I need to buy. But certain things are quite tedious things that you're doing every day. Look at the inventory level, try to understand which products are running low, or try to understand which is the best price to purchase at. So some of these things, you need to start thinking that there's a tool that could assist you. It's an extra pair of hands to kind of help and understand what is the best thing to do. So I've been always trying to tell our customers as well on how to use even the ChatGPT. Just ask those simple questions that you're asking every day yourself. Every morning, I open up my inventory solution. What is the first thing that I try to understand in that system? So that's what it's good at. It kind of gives you input or like insight of everything that is in Katana, for example. And you could ask, how do I prioritize the orders that I have available today? And that's something we try to work on right now as well. As a salesperson, open up Katana in the morning. What are the most critical things that I need to be doing today?
Mm-hmm. So what are some of the risks and challenges that businesses can encounter when actually trying to set up or implement AI into those processes that you described?
I think there's a main thing is the reliability. The current day LLMs, or they will never be 100% reliable. It's not a line of software that will do a binary thing. It's giving you a prediction, and that means you need to always have kind of a human oversight on things as well. So if it tells you or if it does something, there should be a certain level of human oversight on things. Second thing, I think, is a cost. If you try things out and they are 50% failing, is it a success or not? I think it is a success. It will help you half of the time. And I think there is a certain level of kind of a challenge in changing the role of a person as well. Meaning you will not be doing the same things that you will have been doing in the past 10 years. You will start kind of automating certain things. This means that you need to change the kind of the mindset as well. That, okay, I need to embrace this new tool. How do I exactly use it, and how do I put it into work on everyday life?
Mm-hmm. So zooming out a little bit, you talk to small businesses every day, just about understanding what it is that they need. We've just published research where I think 97% of businesses were ready and wanted to use AI. How ready do you really feel that they are?
I think they're saying yes, that they're ready, but they don't know where to start. And my main suggestion has been to start with the things that are most common to you in every day. And our customers are using Shopify. They need to update and kind of keep the product descriptions available for SEO, for any kind of customer information as well. So that's been one of the things I've been suggesting to do, is like download this product information that you have, feed this to ChatGPT, and see how can you kind of improve on that and try out, does it make a difference? And I think the really simple things are to do in Excel as well. Just try and ask for these different formulas. Try to ask on how do I retrieve data. You can even go ahead and try to ask how do I get data from Katana. It will help you out on that already.
So in the next few years, maybe longer term, it's a rapidly evolving technology. What do you see changing for how businesses operate as a baseline?
Yeah, that's really interesting, I think, because currently we see LLMs being used as solving single tasks. So these are the AI agents doing a certain thing. But we can imagine there's many of them. And we can imagine they can interact with each other. Somebody who knows about what to purchase. Somebody knows what is in stock. Somebody knows what we're selling. And imagine putting them all together. We can start thinking of a network of these AI agents. So it's a group, which means that in the future, I think we're not buying a piece of software anymore that will just be a data entry point. We're buying unit of work, meaning we buy a purchaser who knows about what our business materials are, what the products are, and we can tell it, okay, you need to optimize yourself for the lowest price. And it will have these AI agents who understand on how to connect to each other and do that work. So it will know who are the suppliers, as it can retrieve those suppliers from the system. It can connect them, it can call them, negotiate with them. So that's, I think, we're moving away from just the software, but a unit of work.
Mm-hmm. Should people be afraid of losing their jobs?
I don't think so. I think it's still an extra pair of hands because it can only do so much. It can take decisions in the end, but there's a lot of interpretation that needs to go through as well. It doesn't know anything about emotions. There's some emotions still in the game. You cannot run a business purely by numbers as well, as you still need to have great customer service. You still need to deliver on time. You need to have the right product, right time. So these are the things that AI will not come up with. So I think the change is difficult, but we need to adapt to it.
And so wrapping up, what is some advice that you would give to businesses ready to take the leap?
I would say that they should give it a try. And I think they should use the existing tools that provide these kind of AI agents. So they don't need to invest in these things themselves because these are freely available. That's what I always suggest. If you have a tool that's already providing this kind of functionality, then give it a try because that might be just a leap forward to someone else who's not trying it. So give it a try.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much, Rainar. I hope businesses listening are a little bit less afraid of AI after hearing everything you've shared.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for having me.